Welcome to Blooming Wildwood Homestead. Today we're gonna head out to the garden and see what we can find to make dinner. So one of the things that I'm trying to work on is more strategic meal planning, which involves looking at what items are available first and then deciding what I can put together and what meal I'm going to make. So let's go see what we can find. This is not a bad haul at all. I found quite a bit of lettuce and I can put that together to make a small salad. We've got some zucchini and some yellow summer squash. I've got tomato, an onion, a couple of carrots. So just a nice variety of some different things. I'm thinking I can go ahead and make a stir fry and then I'll have a salad on the side and that should be delicious. Oh, I think I forgot to mention, I also found a few peas. They're almost done, but I did find a few that we can use as well. So let's see what we can whip up. This is some of the fresh garlic, so it is definitely going to have lots of flavor. You could leave the peas whole, but I'm just choosing to go ahead and cut them in half. That helps to disperse some of the vegetables throughout the stir fry. And I think because I have them available, and we'll just add a little more to this. I'm going to add one more summer squash. There we go. And then I like to just go ahead and kind of keep things segregated a little bit by the time that it will take to cook. So I'll put in vegetables like the carrots that are going to take a little longer. Those will go in first, and then things that won't take very long at all, like the squash, that will go in last. I think we're ready to cut our meat. I have some previously frozen chicken thighs that I'm going to go ahead and dice up for this meal. I'm not going to need all of the chicken for this stir fry, but I am going to cut everything up and go ahead and cook it. We have some really warm days coming up here, and I love having my protein already done and cooked, and then that way I can just throw that onto a salad and it doesn't end up heating up the house any more than necessary. Now we're ready to go ahead and get this sauteing. I'm using my wok, and I put, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon of olive oil in there. We're gonna let that get nice and hot, and then I'm gonna add the chicken and cook the chicken first to make sure that it gets completely done, especially since it's still a little bit frozen. I'll add the seasonings and things that I want on the chicken. That way I can go ahead and set aside what I'm not using, and we'll have the rest available for our stir fry. I'm going to go ahead and season this with a little bit of black pepper. And then I have some of the Weber Chicken seasoning. This does add a little bit of spice, kind of like the title indicates. So if you're not into having a bit of spice, this might not be the seasoning for you. But I do enjoy that spice in my dish. The chicken is close to being finished, so I'm going to go ahead and add the onion and garlic just to make sure that's nicely flavored and give that a little extra time to cook. That fresh garlic smells so good. Alright, we've been browning up nicely. I'm going to go ahead and remove about half. We'll save that for future meals. Now I'm going to add the carrot and my peas. Adding in my squash. And now that I put it in here, it doesn't look like a lot, so I think I'm actually going to cut up a couple more of the little yellow squash. I'm not going to add any more seasoning to this just because I seasoned the chicken really well and I don't want to overdo the flavors of the fresh vegetables. I'm going to add just a drizzle of coconut aminos. You could use soy sauce, but I try to avoid soy as much as possible. So I just use coconut aminos just to add a little extra flavor. And there we have the delicious meal. This could be done a few different ways. You could leave out the chicken and you could just do vegetables if you wanted in a stir fry, or you could go ahead and put this over rice. That would be fantastic. You could also use a different protein source if you wanted to add green beans, or you could even do it with some ham or pork chop. Whatever you have leftovers, this is a great meal to have. And then I've got my salad with fresh tomato. So there we have it, a beautiful dinner and the moment you've been waiting for. That has great flavor and the vegetables are just so perfect right now. Loving this. Let me know in the comments below, do you have a lot of squash, a lot of zucchini, a lot of yellow squash coming on, and what are some of your favorite things to do with it? Do you can it? Do you just eat it all fresh? What are some of your favorites? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Eating from the Garden. I'm hoping to do one of these every week, and let me know that you would like to see more by giving this video a like. And of course, we would always love to have you subscribe and become part of our community here at Blooming Wildwood Homestead. Until next time, bye everyone.